and there will be a pause, and then of course, and now we go! And then Granty's away well, Emerson's also away well, there's contact at the bottom of the floor, it's damaged the front wing, and he's damaged again, playing as Granty is going for the lead into turn one, he's taking the lead there, but Jonathan's over the second, he's past Emerson, but Emerson is going down the inside there. How are they looking, like 7 to 4 finish, and are they all through? They are all through, and Jonathan is still carrying, still pulling, still, I don't know what he's doing, he's battling, everyone does it, Mercedes goes to try in the background, that's a racing point. Up into second position is Jonathan, Emerson is down in the third position, Lights up in the fourth position, fantastic stuff, and that is not good at all for the championship, for Emerson's championship credentials at the moment, and Granty is at the perfect start, and Lights in fourth, Nosy fifth, C in sixth position, Laggy seventh, and Mumford eighth, Farshop is in ninth position, great stuff, Mr. Lee in 10th position, but Matt is all on his tail in 10th position, Brandon in 12th position, Sam is in 13th position, that is getting very sluggish, and Brandon then just about keeping it all new straight and narrow. Farfair is a yellow flag in 2, and that's a Ferrari off Tansy, I think he's damaged the car, he damaged the car coming off the grid, there's a virtual safety car, he is back up in the second position, now has he got a pace to get out for his championship rival, Granty, if he wins today, well the gap will be up to 49 points if it stays as it is at the moment, my goodness, that's almost 2 wins. Farf has passed Matt, or has Matt passed Farf? Remember last season, Farf had an incredible overtake here, and Farfair is doing some overtaking again, he is free, no he hasn't done that, he's damaged the car, Farf has, but he's got on the inside, Farf has got on the inside, Mars in trouble because Farf is on the inside into turn 4, brilliant stuff indeed, but look at this, look left, this Mars on the outside, then of the Red Bull, sorry the Ferrari, and he is through, and still in 11th position there as well, Payne's is left for session now, Vezzi's off the track there, turn 16 then, oh dear, Vezzi's having a nightmare event here tonight, so he's lost both end plates there, Matt has dropped down into, oh he hasn't, he's run wide there, and now it's Brandon's got on the outside, wrong board, look left, oh my goodness me, Martin, Brandon are very close together, and now he might have the inside, there's banging wheels, and but Brandon's, oh no, and then both in the wall, it's a crash, it was getting very feisty there, and no, it's not good at all, Brandon and Matt both had a race, we have a safety car in this race, so got Mumford getting past the Scorpa, and Scorpa is now down in opposition, and Mumford is flying the flag for Mercedes today, with Williams not having any, only having one driver, and this potentially is going to help Mercedes out in the construction. Laggy Racer is, Steele's going on the outside there, Scorpa defending 4 leagues worth, and so Laggy Racer is going to go for the under, and Scorpa defending hard, is defending very hard, oh my goodness, with that Ferrari of Farfar steaming up the inside, and it's up into 11th position there, Farfar very, the driver is not shy, is he, and we're on board then with him, he's 11th position, getting very floaty on the rear there, Scorpa is very much covering a roadblock at the moment, isn't he? Granty has now found his feet, he's 5 tenths second away, then now Scorpa, Steve, and now we've got Farfar as well, oh there's a Ferrari, that's tapped up in the background, it's Freer Bros going down into turn 9, and Scorpa, Steve forcing Scorpa off the track there, it's getting very heavy out there, isn't it? And look at them all, we got a virtual safety car, Tansy is out as well, Sam is off the track in turn 1, oh no, Sam was out of an incredibly fine race there, into the pits comes the Young Lights then, Young Lights has rolled the dice, he's in the pits there with 30 laps to go then, and now Granty is trying to break the slipstream, isn't he? Look at him, he's gone defensive then, and now look at this, he's just weaving from left to right, and he wants to break that slipstream, doesn't he? Emerson on board with the road, and I think he's done a good job so far going down the hill, and look at Farshot, he's on the inside, that's a very late maneuver, Mr. Lee had to strain up the steering, didn't he? Farfit's having just 6 minutes, he's having a great race out there, isn't he? He's got a free take, just to say that, he went on the gravel there, and Farf jumping on the position, I apologise Farf, once again, the curse of the commentator. Granty is weaving from left to right, isn't he? Of course, Hamilton did that, then he's going for the lead there, that's an incredible overtake there from Emerson, he passes Granty, and all Granty there is almost right to the back of there, but great something, Farf has got past Mumford as well, in the background and down the back straight, and look at this, and Granty's on the outside, look left, Granty's on the outside, incredible battle between the 2 championship leaders, impressive stuff indeed then, but Granty is back up into the lead then, brilliant stuff there from the Williams driver, but Emerson is not giving up, and there's no DRS zone coming after turn 9, and there's 3 more corners to go before that DRS is coming. Emerson needs to keep very close to the back room, coming out this turn here, the very fast right-hander on board board with the Mercedes once again, and look at the wash there. Oh, I thought I thought there was a bit of light going on there, wasn't it? And now then, as he's on the inside once again, he passes Granty, but he's got to go more because Granty's got to go back and up and under. This is what you want to see. Emerson, Emerson's running out of time now, isn't it? We've only 5 races to go, including this one, and Granty has really got one finger on that title, hasn't he, at the moment there? So Emerson needs to strike whilst the iron's hot, doesn't he? And this is, oh goodness me, he's pushing him out of the chicane then. Jonathan is 2.1 seconds back as we come through to complete another lap. Then this is going to be a longer race for over half. This is now here in Spain then, and Granty there once again is weaving from left to right, isn't he? He's trying to break the slipstream now. Jonathan and Farshot just keeping tabs, and now Emerson's going to be alongside him. Emerson is through. He takes the lead once again then, a much more controlled overtake this time around then. Oh no, firstly going up the inside of Mr. Elite there. Very late pass there as well, as I completely forgotten which race the point was in front there. I even got the names wrong, goodness me then. And now they're coming out turn 4 as well, and he's got up the inside. He's passing the McLaren, or is he? Yellow flag is fluttering in 3. What's going on in 3 then? I'm having a look there. I can't see anyone who's having troubles. And now in the race, and he's going on the outside, but Mr. Elite there has got the racing line there. Oh, he's going to go over and the brilliant stuff there. And now Vessi will have the inside into turn at number 7. He does. He passes and he is through and up into 6th position there. Good stuff indeed there. Mr. Elite dropping down 7 now. Young Payne has set the fastest of the race there in the Renault there, but he's not going to get that points at the moment because he's outside the top 10. As Nigel having a look then, as into the pits there comes the race leader. Emerson is in the pits and Farshot and Jonathan continue. I wonder if they're going to take a gamble now and come out. I'm wondering if Emerson might have should take a gamble as well, but it's very much like Kimi Räikkönen back in the European race, wasn't it? Whether it was worth to take the gamble or not then. Emerson, this has worked out beautifully well for Emerson. Granty's strategy might have been I think the Granty strategy of going on to the medium tires might have cost him today, but he is now in 4th position, isn't he? Emerson's come on just in front of him. Emerson is finally could be taking points off Granty in this race, and he has now got a few laps under his belt then to really try and agree and try and maximise the pointage here in this race. Jonathan is off the track. Jonathan is off the track. Farshot's taking the lead. Jonathan is had a problem. Oh no, Jonathan from the lead of this race, and he's got a puncture. 25 laps on the hard tires, and I think that Darren is absolutely on the money. Serious Mushroom is punctures. We're in puncture territory, and Jonathan, what a shame there. Oh, Jonathan was on a great race, a spectacular race, but the puncture is really going to hurt now. And now Farshot. Then I'm wondering if fast what Farshot has really started to drop off in terms of the pace set. He is very much showing those tires are wild. Passer best. He's done 26 laps on him, and look at this then. I think it might be a foregone conclusion that we're on board then, as Farshot is less than a lap away. He was a lap away from winning it, and Emerson goes over and under, and he takes the lead then at the Spanish Grand Prix. Farshot, remember these two came to blows to that. Look at this. Farshot is not giving up, is he? This is the battle for the lead here in the Spanish Grand Prix. Farshot is, and Jonathan's retired from the race then. What a shame now for Jonathan. What a shame indeed then. Farshot is 1 lap away. He's got the fend for all these world fighters. He wants to win this Spanish Grand Prix. Farshot, this will be Farshot's 2nd race win of his career, and Farshot just is still in front at the moment. Last lap, but look at this, and Farshot's going to defend it. Farshot's parts in the middle, but Emerson's going to go on the outside. Emerson, he's got DRS, he's got hers. He takes the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix then, and Jonathan's car coming out of the pits. What a shame. Emerson leads this race then. Emerson wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff. Farshot in 2nd there. A mammoth 28 laps on those hard tires. Good stuff indeed there. Anyway then, so Emerson back on top of the podium then, with Granty finishing further, and I think that's an 11-point swing there, isn't it, at the moment then? So that's what Emerson needed then, and so I think that Darren said a very good call for Emerson. It really was. It was a race-winning call in the end then, perhaps said. In the end then of that then, so Granty's so Emerson's 2 pit stop strategy, won the race there. 2nd was a Farshot, and great race for Farshot. 3rd position was Granty. 4th position was Vesey. Cracking stuff there. Lights in 5th with Nigel in 6th, and Farf 7th. Mr. Elite Fate Laggy on his return in 9th. Mumford in 10th, and Knowlesy in 11th position. 12th position is Sam, and Payne's in 13th position. Retirements: Jonathan, Scorpa, Steve, Tansy, Matt, and Brandon, all retired from this incredible Spanish Grand Prix.